The Celtic Manor Resort, where 3 years ago Europe regained the Ryder Cup on a magical Monday, and where last week the qualifying process for next year's European team began at the ISPS HANDA Wales Open. Appropriately at 7:25 on Thursday morning, Paul McGinley struck the opening tee shot, and the European Ryder Cup captain led by example. He put together 3 subpar rounds on the way to finishing in a tie for 8th. His best result on the European Tour this season. Not for the first time on the 2010 course, Gregory Bourdie was going well and went into the closing round very much in the reckoning. But the leader was Peter Uihlein, who'd celebrated his 24th birthday on the first day of the event. Having already won the Madeira Islands Open, the American was attempting to make it victory number 2 on the European Tour in 2013. Top of the Genworth driving stats for the week and effective on the greens, the former US amateur champion established a 3-shot advantage through 3 rounds. Yes, Uihlein was on fire. And it wasn't just on the course that unbelievable golf was played. As part of the ISPS HANDA mission to raise the profile of blind and disabled golf, a special clinic was held at the 2010 range with some special guests taking part.
They're constantly growing the awareness, which is really what disability golf requires. It's fabulous. They are really the driving force at the moment in terms of generating the media opportunity to really get it out there to other disabled people that aren't maybe golfers, that to realise, golf is a sport that can be played by all, and to hopefully encourage more newer, younger disabled people to take up the sport.
Working across many of the world's major tours, the organisation has spread the importance of mass participation, regardless of any disability, and they're certainly starting to make an impression.
It's brilliant. I mean, we're finally getting disabled golf out there. We're getting it shown to everyone, so that we can actually prove that we are around. And I think the Paralympics had a big part of it as well. Actually making people aware that we are still sportsmen, we're still athletes, exactly the same as sort of all the main golfers and all the main athletes at the Olympics.
Some of the stuff that they're trying to do is fantastic. Not just the drive to get golf in the Paralympics, but everything they're trying to do in helping all disabled and blind people to get back into sport. I think it's a massive area that needed to be addressed, and ISPS HANDA have done a great job so far, and I know that they're not happy with where they are at the moment. They're just trying to keep pushing it, and hopefully they can have more success with it.
So time for this international sportsman to get a feel for playing with his vision impaired.
I think it's fantastic. Obviously, I just tried the blindfold shot and then a one-legged shot, and people might stand on the driving range and close their eyes and have a go and still hit the ball and go, it's not that hard. But that's not the difficult bit. The difficult bit is not knowing, because obviously they sit you back 10 yards away, and then you've got to follow a guide in, so you don't know where the ball is, you don't know where you're aiming, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what club you've got really in your hand. And I think it's a completely alien feeling, and to still want to be out there playing sport, it's a big credit to the people who are taking part, and I'll sort of take your hat off to them and wish them all the best with it. And it's great that there are organisations out there that can help them and they can go to.
The awareness has become global, incorporating event sponsorship and player ambassadors endorsing the idea of golf for all.
I work very closely with disabled golfers on a daily basis in my own academy, and there's not a day where I don't feel inspired by working with, and to see these golfers, they're just overcoming every possibility and eventuality, and just, to be able to help them with their dream to become, good golfers, just to enjoy the game that we all, I think, sometimes take for granted.
There were pleasant but breezy conditions for Championship Sunday at the ISPS HANDA Wales Open, and Gregory Bourdie made the early running with this outrageous eagle at the second. Chasing his first title since the 2009 Hong Kong Open, that one put a big smile on the Frenchman's face. It was a round of mixed fortunes for Peter Uihlein, but he birdied the 15th and again here at 17 to keep his hopes of winning alive. That putt, though, was trumped by Bourdie on the 16th, a long par 4 where birdies were proving hard to come by. Another birdie followed at 17 for the Frenchman. And on board the par 5 18th in 3, he had this for a closing hat-trick of birdies. Simply stunning. He set the clubhouse mark at 8 under, and it meant that Uline needed this one at the last to force a playoff. A good try, but Bordy was confirmed as the second French champion this year on the European Tour and collected almost €350,000 for it, climbing to 19th in the race to Dubai.